to start it. So now the concept is DB refresh. So DB refresh concept here. So what is mean by DB refresh concept here? What is the purpose of SAP introduced this concept is here? So refreshing the production data with the non-production systems. Why? So normally configuration is same in the development, your quality systems and the production systems, the configuration is same, right? The configuration is same in the all these three systems, the configuration is same. So, but only thing is in the production, we have the additionally transactional data we have. Why? Because users will do the transactions directly in the production system only here. So compared to the non-production systems, we have the production, we have the very huge data is there. Why? Because users will connect to the production systems, business users, they will do the transactions, multiple things here that will stuck in this case only here, that will go in this case only here, production systems here, right? So that is the main system here, development quality partitioning here. So here in this case, what we have to do here, development quality production systems here. So sometimes maybe yearly once or 1.5 year once, we may have to for testing purpose. Why? Because configuration, sometimes that request will be failed, TR request will be failed in the production because of the different configurations or different data. To match with the all the systems in the same sync here, maybe rare cases we may, maybe rare cases means yearly once or ad hoc basis, we may have to perform the DB refresh. Means taking the backup of the your production system backup, you have to take the backup of the production system here, and we have to do the restore on the your quality system or development system, wherever you want to do the restore here, want to do the restore here, backup and restore activities we have to perform it here, right? So that is what we have to do it here. That is what we have to do it here. Take the backup and we have to do the restore on the quality. So backup restore means data, entire data backup you are taking. Means entire database tables, data, everything you are taking the backup. Then we need to do the restore it on the quality systems. We need to do the restore on the quality systems here. Right? Quality systems here. Restore it on the quality systems here. So in this case, what we have to do means all the data, whatever the data is there here. So it's not only transactional data, you will get the configurations also, you will get to the quality. Means production configuration, you will get to the quality, including the data. So then we need to change that configurations. Why? Because quality configuration is different, quality host names are different, your production host names config data is same, but which we have to revert back the again quality configuration. In this case, they have to perform the some pre-steps on the quality systems and production systems as well. In the production system, only thing is we require the backup. Take full DB backup from the production here. That is only thing is we required for the backup here. Only DB backup. So this one we have to take it out here, right? So backup, full database backup, we have to take it out here. This is what we have to do it in the systems here, full DB backup here. So then once the backup you have taken here, that will be voice level, it will create it that we can restore it using the quality. We can log into the quality data, quality system, then we can restore it here. Before the restoring, there are the some steps, pre-refresh steps here. So they are the refresh steps. What are those refresh steps here? The mainly here, pre-refresh steps on the quality system here, on quality or sandbox, whatever the system you are going to refresh, that pre-refresh steps here. One is like a pre-refresh steps, one is like a, so the first step here. So this system also you have to take the backup. First of all, take backup. Something wrong, you can revert back to the backup here. The first step, take the backup of your quality system here, right? Then, so you can do the take UMR exports. UMR export you can do. User master record export you have to do using the, why? Because here the users, their passwords are different, here they are different. Then if you restore the production to the here, then you have the same users and passwords will come. Again, we need to revert back to the quality users. That's why take the export of the user, the client export using the SCC8 transaction code. We can do that one, right? Then the next one, take create a TOC transport of copies here in the SE01 TOC, create a TOC transport of copies. Then we can add the tables, like add tables like, so RFC des, then RFC doc, then so there are some RFC tables here, RFC attribute attribute. So there are some tables are there here. So those tables we have to add into the RFC related. Why? Because here RFC destinations are different, here also different. Configuration is different, so everything is different. So when you do the backup and restore, whatever the data here it will come, all the data will be, they will come into the in this quality systems only here. In this quality systems only here. So in this case, we can take the only these tables, whatever the configuration tables you have, all the configuration tables backups we have to, so we have to take it out here. We have to take it out here, right? So that is the main important step here. Right? Okay. So that is the main steps here, right? Then RFC tables and also screen cap. Maybe if you want to take the other tables also, configuration tables, TBDLS. So some other tables, you can take that tables backup also, complete backup also, you can take it out here, right? So that is the one thing here. So then, so maybe yes, take the screen capture, screenshot. Sometimes we may have to take the screen captures here, screenshots of SEC4 settings, SE03 settings, then SMLG settings, then RG12 settings, then SMQR settings, SMQS, SMQS settings here. Then so SMQR, SMQS, and SM13. Check any field update records in the system or not before doing the refresh. And AL11 and file transaction codes backup and W20 and W21. So then what next? All the configurations, wherever you do the manual configurations, so all these configurations, we have to take the backup here. Then, so BD54 table backup, BD54. So then, what next? So then, logical system execution reports. Mhm. The many transaction codes are there. So all those things we have to take the backups here, all the steps. So mainly these are the configuration. Yes, SLD API cast, RJ70, SLD related transaction codes. These are all. So then IDAC partner profiles and these things, IDAC data meta, this one, and file 11, A11 directory, SM13, SMQS, SMQR, SG12, and SMLG. So, and the profiles. So next one, take the export of profiles, RG10 profiles, OS level, the profile directory and the sec directory. We can take the backups here. Then we can certificate export certificates from S-Trust transaction codes. Then any SAML to just export SSO configurations related settings, SSO related setting. If you have SSO related, then SAML to export options. Then mainly UMR, RFC tables and printers. Export of the printers also we have to take the exports. Printers configuration also we have to take the exports here. Then yeah, these are the main important things, so which we have to take the exports, free refresh steps here. So So backups, we know how to take it out using the HANA Studio backup here. Then after that, we can create the TOC. So we can go to the one of the system here, right? Suppose like NW1 system. Export the user master records. So select the target system. So then click on the schedule as a background job. So then that will be exported here. So that will be exported. So all the users and their passwords will be exported. Then go to the SE01, create a transport of copies here. Click on the transport of copies. Then here we need to do the exports here. So RFC tables. This is RFC tables export. So here RFC tables means R3TR, TAPU, and so we have the RFC test table keys and whatever the tables you want to take the backup. Configuration tables, all the configuration tables, RFC desk, RFC doc, RFC attribute, docu. So they are the RFC tables here. So take the all the RFC tables backup here. The table is not exist. It will say like that. RFC ATT RIBU attribute. Attribute. Yes. So filter the table key. Star means all the values. All the values you are moving here.
So
Then
transport of copies is the TR. Without releasing that, we can move the data from one client to another client.
same system we have to import it. Same after the restore, you have to do the same system, right? That's why transport of copies we have to do that. The same in the original system, we have to do the this kind of work. So that's why. So we can, yeah, we can also move to the other systems, but here the system, the refresh we are doing means transport of copies you are doing. RFC tables export you are doing before the restore, backup and restore. So before once you do restore is done, then all the tables, RFC tables users will come like a production entries. Then after that, you need to perform the post activities. Like again, whatever the tables you have exported, again you need to do the imports, import of the systems and everything. So you have to perform it there. That's why we have to take the so this tables exports and all the things we have to perform it. So it is exported. So it is exported. Then later we can import it, these configurations here. Take the note down of the tables. Then the same time, you can just note down of the SMLG configurations. Maybe this one we cannot export it. That's why take the screen captures here. Screenshots you can take it out. Using the snip tool, you can take the screen captures here. So then why? Because again we have to reconfigure this one SMLG, RG12, RFC logon groups here, right? SM61 background job server groups. What are the background job server groups here? These all the things we have to take this one we have to take the screen captures here. Why? Because we have to maintain the same as is the settings. Otherwise, we have to reconfigure it. Why? Because after the restore, production entries will come. You have to delete those things. We have to reconfigure each and everything here. That's why. So we have to use this concept here. Then once this is done, and same what is that called, the A11 path, what is the directory structure here, custom directories. Then we have the RJ70, what is the SLD name configured before that, take the screen captures. So then uh prof certificates, printers, SPAD, whatever the printers are there, because production printers will come, production data will come. You need to do the export, output devices, export the devices here. Then export, export, export. All the printers will be exported here. All printers will be exported here, right? So then SPAD, then certificates, S Trust SSO2 certificates. So this S Trust SSO2 certificates also we can take the exports here. Select the PSC, click on the export. Then certificates will be exported. Why? Because production entries will come. So with the production entries, data will not be, so system will not be consistent. So then you can do the exports into the local file systems. Then take the transport history also here. So sometimes we may have to take the note down of the how many transports are imported before before the refresh. So you can just take the note down of the transport request numbers as well here. Why? Because later whatever the transports will come, so those transports up to here you have imported. Then up to here you have imported. Then remaining one you have to import it. Then after the refresh, if it is possible, if need there is a need of importing, then we can go with this one here. So like this, whatever each and everything we have to take the configurations, screen captures if required, STMS configuration, SCC4 settings here, SCC4 settings here, SCC4 settings here. So these all are the SCC4 settings here, all the SCC4 settings here. So this one we have to take the screen capture. What is the settings before and after? Why? Because we have to maintain the same. Only data we have to retain it here. Remaining production configuration we have to delete it here. Then we have to keep the same as is how it was there before the restore or refresh. Same way we have to maintain it here. Only data will be there here. Then check the Scott. This is Scott configuration, whether it's configured or not, whatever the possible ways. So Scott configuration. Why? Because production it will be different. So then we have to do the Scott configurations, ports, SMICM ports, take the note down of the port numbers and everything here. So each and everything we have to take the screen captures here. So right, print the screenshot, you have to take it out. You have to maintain the one word book here. One word pad. You have to maintain all those things in the word pad to track the informations and everything here. To track the information and everything, you have to maintain that one here. Okay. So that is the all the pre-steps we have to perform it in the systems, right? So and also, yeah. So that is the main thing which you have to perform it in the systems here, pre-steps. Then after that, you have taken the backup, right? We can do the restore. Then perform the post steps activities, post steps activities we have to perform it here. That we do on the tomorrow we will perform it post steps activities, post refresh steps, restore and post refresh steps. Then we can complete the refresh topic as well. So whatever the steps I have drafted here, so same. So I will send the one document. So you have the screenshots, step by step screenshots are there. So you can perform the same thing there. Okay. Just to pre-steps, DB free steps here. Before that, all the configurations we have to take the backups here. Okay. So any questions, anyone?
That's system DB, right? How it is connected to the tenant DB, that SQL port only.
Which one?
Server SQL port, system DB, right? We can add multiple tenant, right? So
Yes.
that multiple tenant, how that will connect to the system DB? So
System DB
SQL.
has internal mechanism that will connect internally. Why? Because everything will pass through system DB only, right? How the
Yeah.
ground floor person will connect to the first floor person tenant. So same. Why? Because he will pass through. So the connection we will pass through the system DB only, right? So it will connect it internally. So system DB will connect to the tenant DB. Internally protocols, internal protocols, TCP/IP protocols, internally ports it will use to communicate. So index server has own port number, right? So name server has own port number, internal port number. So via these port numbers, it will communicate internally. Each and everything will be communicate via port numbers only. Port is like a tunnel pipe. So via pipe, it will connect it here. It will communicate to the each and every process.
There is no specific port number through which it is connecting.
Index server means index server has specific port number, right? Three instance number 03, three instance
Was
number 14. So using that to dedicated ports, it will communicate it. Any process or internal process or any other, it will connect it here. The particular person they are calling to you means you have the dedicated mobile number, they are calling to you, right? Same way, you have the dedicated mobile number. If anyone want to communicate to you, then you have the phone number. So they will communicate to you. Right. Similarly, SAP also, each process there is a one port number, dedicated port numbers. So via port numbers, it will communicate it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Ravindra, do you have access to that learning hub, SAP Learning Hub?
No.
Okay. Actually, I was looking to search for SAP basis related content on that, but I am not able to find the
Learning
content.
Hub, why you want to write the certifications?
Yeah, I am planning for one. Yeah.
If you are planning for the certifications, yes, definitely, like you need to